hey, look at that, I figured out how the resolution feature on my webcam works. So, the webcam has looked quite terrible on all the past videos I've recorded with it, but now it looks great. As the Super Best Friends used to say, promise nothing and deliver less. So, I've said that the Road to Warhammer 3 videos are probably going to slow down outside of trailer stuff, right? The speculation stuff is going to slow down quite a bit, and I expect that will be the case. But I do want to talk about something real quick today, which is the legendary lords and start positions of the Warhammer 3 core races. For those who are not aware, Warhammer 3 is going to have 6 core races. Kislev, Cathay, and 4 Demons of Chaos races devoted to each of the Chaos Gods, Khorne, Nurgle, Slaanesh, and Tzeentch. Now, the actual Legendary Lord makeup of these 6 races is stated to be 9 Legendary Lords. Now, what I am inclined to say is that how it'll shake out is 2 Legendary Lords for Kislev and Cathay, and 1 each for each of the Chaos Gods. Then I suspect what Creative Assembly will do is they'll move over Sigvald the Magnificent from the Chaos Warriors to Slaanesh, and they will implement Be'lakor as the new 3rd Legendary Lord of Chaos Undivided. Excuse me. For people who own Warhammer 3. So, that one I'm just going to go ahead and get out of the way, Be'lakor. The other one that's absolutely confirmed, it cannot be anyone else, is Katarin. And Katarin, if you ask me, Katarin, I'm going to be honest, Warhammer 3, they're hyping up the Warhammer 3 Vortex campaign equivalent as being Kislev and Cathay are invading the Chaos Wastes. They're invading the Realm of Chaos. Which is really crazy, and I think also going to be the justification for why the Warhammer 3 map is going to star Cathay, but star Kislev, but not actually feature Kislev geographically. I think that Katarin is going to start in the southwest Chaos Wastes, north of Zorn Uzkalak, but she is not going to start in Kislev, and they may have like some corner of Kislev, maybe some corner of Ostermark, but I think that'll be the extent of it. I think that Warhammer 3's map is actually not going to overlap very much at all with Warhammer 1's, though I could be wrong. I make no guarantees, this is speculation after all. So, I think Katarin's going to start there, and I think the second Kislev Legendary Lord is going to be Boris Boka, her father, who was the other most iconic Kislev Legendary Lord on the tabletop. And Boris is the narrator of the trailer, notably, where he says that he kind of implies that he's screwed, but he doesn't ever say he's outright dead. So, my guess is that Boris, I mean, he's coming at some point regardless, because he's, again, one of the most iconic Legendary Lords of Kislev. But Boris, I think, will be the second Legendary Lord, and he will start out either in the far north of the Chaos Wastes or in the Realm of Chaos itself. And he will be the new, oh boy, look at that Minotaur get jiggy with it. He will be the new ultra-hard campaign. He will be like the Western Roman Empire in Attila. He will be super hard. He will start surrounded by the worst enemies of all kinds. He will be the go-to for guys like Legend of Total War to prove just how big their penises are in this game. For Cathay, the sky is the limit. It's up to what Creative Assembly and Games Workshop want to do because they're entirely new and unique to Warhammer, Total War Warhammer. But the easiest bets are Dragon Emperor, because he was in the trailer for a little bit. He was a chess piece on Katarin's map when the advisor looks at it. So odds are the Dragon Emperor. He'll probably start out in Weijin, the Cathayan capital just south of the Grand Bastion. And he'll probably get to either invade the Chaos Wastes or try and confederate the rest of Cathay. The second one, the art director at Creative Assembly, when someone asked him for a tease on Warhammer 3, he just tweeted back an image of Super Monkey Ball. And then deleted his account. Whoopsie doodles. So, almost certainly, I'd say, for all intents and purposes, that is a guarantee that the second Legendary Lord of Cathay is the Monkey King. Now, the Monkey King usurped the Dragon Emperor at some point, but then the Dragon Emperor took back power. And the only other thing we really know about the Monkey King, I believe, is that the Monkey King was the one who politicked out the guy Dion Chong, who went to the Empire to try and gather out an army. But he politicked Dion Chong out, probably for being a Tzeentch worshipper. So I think the Monkey King is going to start far away from the main Cathay and Seat of Power. He'll probably start out in Southern Cathay, far South Cathay, where he will not be dealing with chaos, I don't think. More than likely, his campaign will be focusing on invading Ind and Koresh and building up power before eventually going north to retake Wei Jin and the Seat of Power in Cathay from the Dragon Emperor. Now, for the 4 Chaos Demon Legendary Lords, I think it's a bit of a toss-up. It's because there's so many candidates for each one, and you can't really tell because there are some obvious kind of cult favorites, right? But at the same time, Games Workshop has always had their favorites, and typically the Greater Demon Legendary Lords get favored, in which case it would be Scarbrand, Kugoth Plaguefather, Kairos Fate Weaver, Nakari, probably. Nakari is almost certainly the Slaanesh Legendary Lord. But as for the other 3, I think it's a bit of a toss-up. And so I'm not going to make any hard guesses there. Other than I'm going to go ahead and wager the Khorne Legendary Lord will not be Valkia the Bloody, because Valkia the Bloody is too popular. She makes for a obvious DLC candidate. She's probably the most commonly asked for Chaos Warrior Legendary Lord. So she's probably going to be held back for DLC. As for Nurgle, I'm going to wager it's not going to be Tamarkon, it's not going to be the Glockkin. Because while the Glockkin aren't necessarily popular because they're associated with the End Times and Age of Sigmar, which don't have a good image, the Glockkin nonetheless have a really elaborate, cool-looking model, which would be obvious DLC bait. Tamarkon was never part of the main core army list, he was a Forge World thing, and Forge World stuff is pretty well always DLC. So Tamarkon also probably a DLC. So for Nurgle, it's almost certainly going to be either Kugoth Plaguefather, Epidemius, or Festus Leechlord, I think his name is. Yeah. Unless they go with, like, someone from the ancient, like, 2nd or 3rd edition lore, in which case, it's anyone's fucking guess. The one thing I am willing to bet is that the Slaanesh and Nurgle Legendary Lords will start out in the Realm of Chaos, but Khorne and Tzeentch will not. The core Legendary Lords will not. There'll probably be Khorne and Tzeentch Legendary Lords in DLC or free LC that start out in the Realm of Chaos, but I think that the core Legendary Lords for Khorne and Tzeentch are going to start out in the Chaos Wastes, so that the 4 Chaos races do not have to spend the entire game duking it out with each other and then finally leave the fucking Chaos Realm and go and actually ravage the South. Because they do have to be careful to not have that same kind of thing like how in Warhammer 1, so much of Karl Franz's campaign is just fighting the rest of the Empire, which was just kind of boring. And they probably are going to want to avoid that. So I'm willing to bet Khorne and Tzeentch's Legendary Lords are going to start out in the Brass Stair and the Impossible City, respectively, for Khorne and Tzeentch. The Brass Stair and the Impossible City are both Chaos Fortresses / Citadels in the Chaos Wastes, closer to the Chaos Portal. In fact, I think that the Brass Stair even leads directly into the Realm of Chaos. So they're really obvious choices for Khorne and Tzeentch start positions that will not be in the Realm of Chaos, so you don't have to just fight other Chaos Demons for the entire fucking game. You can go and fuck with Kislev, Cathay, the Darklands, Mountains of Morn, Ind, whoever you want to fuck with, right? And Be'lakor, I got no goddamn clue where he's going to start. They could put him anywhere. He'd make sense to start in Albion, but I don't think they want him fighting Nakai immediately. So, there's my little bit of speculation there, and like I said, expect that to slow down a fair bit, especially as this coming month, we will probably be seeing the last DLC for Warhammer 2, and then the month after that is when we are going to see the hype train really start for Warhammer 3. We'll probably see the trailer for the Demons of Khorne, and from then on, we are off to the races. It's going to be a new race trailer every month. Probably also, we're going to see this stuff talking about new features, like inevitably overhauled diplomacy and sieges, and so on. So, with that all said, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you later.